What's going on, guys? CardMechanic here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to dribble a deck of cards. Let's get into it. Now, the dribble is one of my favorite moves, and this is because it shows off a certain amount of skill and it looks really cool. And if you haven't seen what the dribble looks like, that's what it is. Showing you from this angle. That's what the dribble looks like. Now, it takes some time to learn, but once you get it down, you'll feel so natural doing it. So without any further ado, let's just get right into the tutorial. Now, starting off with the grip, I start off by holding the deck in my left hand. And now we're going to come over with our right hand. We're going to take our thumb and put it on the bottom left hand corner of the deck. So bottom left hand corner all the way on the bottom. So right here. And we're going to take this end part of our thumb here, pretty much that's on our palm right here, and we're going to put that on the bottom right hand side of the deck. So thumb right here, and this part goes right here on top. So that's how the grip is from the back. Now, when you're first starting off, I like to take my pointer finger and curl it in just like this. So curled in just like that, and these three fingers are gonna go right about here. So I take my middle finger just a bit away from the edge right here, pinky finger also a bit away from the edge, and ring finger goes right about in the center. And you're going to hold the deck a bit of a tilt, so not straight up like this, but a bit of a tilt. So this is the grip right here to show you again. Bottom thumb here, this part right on top, this finger curled in, and these three fingers like this. So the grip is looking like this. And now to get the cards flowing, what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much riffle using our thumb. So we're going to riffle through the cards while we're pushing down with this pointer finger like this. So we're going to riffle through the cards like this. So I'm just going to call this phase 1. So phase 1, riffle through the cards like this. So left hand is still holding the deck. These fingers get into the grip and we just riffle through the cards like this. Right? Nothing too complicated. And once you get this down where the cards are pretty much coming down almost one at a time, your dribble is going to look a lot better once we get, to the last phase. Now, moving on to phase 2, what we have to do is we're going to release these cards. So we're not going to be holding the cards in our left hand anymore. We're going to be holding them right above, and we're going to be repeating the same thing. So nothing changes with the right hand. We're still riffling through the card like this. So nothing changes there, except the cards now have to fall because there's no hand holding it right underneath. So the cards now have to fall. Okay, and you can see them falling like that. One more time. That's how the cards are falling. Okay, and once you get this down, and like I said, once again, make sure, try your best to make sure it's one card at a time, because the better you get at one card at a time, the better the dribble is going to look. So that is phase 2. Now for phase 3, we're going to be doing almost the same thing, but we're going to focus on these three fingers. Because as of right now, these three fingers are just gripping the deck while these guys, the thumb and the pointer finger, are doing all the work. So we're going to use these three fingers to release the cards from the front. Because if you remember from phase 2, while I was pushing down, the cards were getting stuck right here on the edge. Right? So you can see the cards getting stuck there. So now if we start moving these three fingers in the outward position, we'll see that the cards aren't getting stuck nearly as much. Right, so we see that? Just focus on these fingers. I'm going to do it from this angle. You saw how my fingers started here and ended up pretty much over here. So all together, we get into the grip. This thumb here, this thing here, these fingers here, and this curled underneath. And then we start pushing. Right, for phase 1 is we start riffling through the cards. Phase 2 is pretty much riffling through the cards, except this time left hand is no longer holding, so it looks like this, but cards are getting stuck up here. And phase 3 is releasing these fingers while doing everything else. So altogether, this is what it looks like from the front. Now what I like to do, I don't like using my finger to push these cards down, because after a while, I don't know, I feel like this finger just gets in the way. So what I do is I take my finger, I put it on the edge over here, and I pretty much use it to guide the cards in the direction I want them to fall. So for me right now, this is not as nearly as comfortable as doing it this way. But of course, it's your preference. I highly recommend starting this way and then working your way here if you like that better. So just test out to see which one works better for you. So one last note on the dribble is I'm not teaching you how to go really far yet. I'll probably teach that in another video, as soon as I get better at it, because I haven't done it in a while. So you want to get to the point where you're not even thinking about doing the dribble. It's just happening completely by itself, just similar to breathing. Thank you guys so much for watching. The dribble is one of my all-time favorite moves to do while performing magic, because it just provides some kind of a build-up to the trick and like a slow reveal, so it just looks very nice. And if you haven't seen my ambitious card routine, I've used the dribble to reveal the card when it comes back up to the top. So if you haven't seen that, I'll leave the link on the screen and down in the description. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.